Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. We've got opening day across the league, and we got a ton of great matchups here for you guys in this episode. It is a highlight reel episode. It's 59 minutes. I get it. It's a long video. Goldie, don't make us sit through this, but I'm going to try to make it as entertaining as I can, guys. If you missed the Twitch streams and you're looking for this to be a little bit smaller of an upload, well, I'm sorry, but 59 minutes. We had so many good games, guys. You are in for a treat here in this highlight reel. Keep in mind, Wednesday we are doing a podcast. So we're going to take into account all the games you're seeing here with uploads on Monday and, of course, the Twitch streams if you stop by to watch those. So let's get into the gameplay here. We got Kenneth Alexander grounding out to the third baseman. That is going to be an easy out. Here's Willie Calhoun sending a deep fly ball into the gap, looking like it's not going to be caught out there in left field. That is going to get past him all the way to the wall, and Seattle strikes first. So the middle of the order for Seattle, getting it done here. Willie Calhoun under some fire about his defense out in the outfield. But his bat is why you got to keep him in. Jumbo Candyman, the custom prospect player. Yeah, Jumbo Candyman. Line drive, looking for his first GGBL hit, his first professional one, and he can't get it done there as the inning is over. And take a look at this. We talk about the outfield defense for Seattle so much, but they start this the very first play, the very first ball put in play, Nico Hoerner sends it into the stands. So go figure that. But we do have a Robert Poisson single. That's his first major league hit, or first GGBL professional hit. And congratulations, young man. You definitely deserve that. Nate Lowe striking out against Julio Urias, a lefty-lefty. You like that matchup? Here is a little ground ball to third. We got to get a double play here. Jerko over to Hoerner, back to first to Kenneth Alexander Jr. And Indiana can't strike on offense. So we do have a ground ball here. Line drive, actually. Line drive. That's Willie Calhoun again. He's going to get on base for the second time. Here's Jumbo looking for that first big knock off of Syndergaard, and it's going to be a line drive to the man who already has a hit, Robert Poisson. Candyman's adding insult to injury, man. Candyman's looking for his first hit. He lines out to the guy that's already got one. That sucks. That sucks. In the big spot here, too, no less. All right, a one-out double for Indiana. Now they got something cooking here. They got Asuaje up against Urias, and he is not going to get the bat off his shoulders, and he takes the pitch low. That's a nice pitch by Urias. That's a slider catching the strike zone low for the second out. This is out number 3, and Bonifacio makes the catch, and we're going to the top of the fourth. Here's a line drive deep off the bat of Ian Happ. Here comes Piscotty giving chase. He caught it at the wall. That was definitely going to be a home run had he not gotten there in time. You can see it on the replay. Piscotty makes an absolutely incredible catch. And then here, look at the defense by Asuaje. The Rams are playing good defense to keep themselves in this game. Let's jump to the bottom of the fourth inning. We got Willie Calhoun out there. That's not his fault. I know we rip on him on defense, but that's not his fault. But this one is. And then no one's covering third. That is a brutal mistake for Seattle. If this run comes to score, that's going to hurt them. Here's a little fly ball out to right field. That's Bonifacio. He makes the catch. We got one down. That runner could still score with a good enough fly ball, and we've got a strikeout. Jonah Bride coming up next, and we've got a line drive out to right, but Bonifacio makes the catch, and fortunately for Seattle, that mental error does not cost them. But it is still 2-1 Indiana. We've got Bonifacio delivering a big knock here with nobody down. That's going to be a leadoff double for Seattle here in the top of the fifth inning. Here is a line drive off the glove, and then take a look at Bonifacio heading from second to third. He took a big risk there, but he gets in safely, and then Nico Hoerner comes up, and it's to Piscotty. That's a fly ball. They're going to try to score Bonifacio here. A good throw from Piscotty, but Bonifacio will score. It's a tie game now. Here's Kenneth Alexander Jr., one of their best hitters. He's going to swing and a miss, and Willie Calhoun grounds out to Poisson. He makes the nice throw from short back to first to get the final out of the inning. Jumbo, first base hit of his GGBL career. Congratulations. You know, with such a slow runner, third baseman, you got to make that play. I don't know why you're trying to dive for it, and it's just kind of goofy. It's a goofy thing. Like, you had time. You had a lot of time. It's Jumbo Candyman. Come on. All right, top 6. We got some runners on base now here for Seattle. Here is Jorge Bonifacio again. He's already 1 for 2 off Syndergaard. Big spot, and he is going to swing and a miss. That's a tough one, man. That is real tough. Syndergaard pulled the string on him. Got him to swing at that slider, and the rest is history. All right, Hans Kraus, it is up to you now, sir. Urias is now out of the game, and he promptly gives up a leadoff base hit. And now with 1 down after a strikeout, now you've got to get Stephen Piscotty, who has been a Emeralds killer so far in this game. Here's Kraus giving up the base knock. That's going to be good for a double, definitely. At a minimum, that's a double. Willie Calhoun, you got to make a good throw this time. He does. And there you go. Second and third situation. Full count here to Adolis Garcia, and KAJ is going to make the catch as an infield pop-up. Next batter, here's Dalton Varsho. Fly ball. That is going to land right in front of Willie Calhoun. He throws to second, and they are going to get Varsho out, but not before the 2 runs have scored. It's 4-2 now. Seattle is behind the 8 ball here a little bit. So let's jump to the next few innings here. Let's go to this top of the 7th inning, right? Let's go to the 7th. We got Felix Pena coming on with 2 down, and they're going to get Kenneth Alexander Jr. to ground out. And let's go to the bottom of the 7th, and now we've got a hit parade happening in Indiana, and that is going to be a home run for Michael Perez, 350-foot blast, and that gets him 2 more runs. Let's jump all the way to the 9th inning. We've got Devin Williams against the top of the order. Nico Horner strikes out, and now this is the man that you got to get in a 3-run ball game. Full count, Kenneth Alexander Jr. What do you got, sir? He's got nothing. He stares it down, strike 3, looking, and Indiana will win it on the back of 10 hits and a lot of gifts from Seattle. 4 of them, to be exact. 4 errors. I couldn't tell you exactly if those 4 errors cost them runs. I know the Willie Calhoun error definitely did, but man, oh man, Seattle just has to clean up the defense. They figured out the offensive side of things. They're a good team offensively. They got a lot of pieces there. Defensively, though, the outfield was an issue last year. Seemingly, the infield looks like it might be an issue there, too. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate for this very talented upstart type of team. So for Indiana, let's talk about them really quick. You had Piscotty being the Emeralds killer today. You had Varsho getting the one hit, leading to 2 RBIs. You had the 2-run homer by Perez, the catcher. And then you had 3 strikeouts from Noah Syndergaard. Like, that's not a very Noah Syndergaard-esque type of performance. It might have even been worse if Syndergaard was actually on his game today and started getting that strikeout pitch going a little bit more. But that kind of, credit where credit is due. Also, Seattle, just a very good hitting team, and it showed. They knocked 10 hits against Indiana pitching staff. Okay, guys, let's talk about this game. We got the Santa Fe Spirit against the Minnesota Jacks. Santa Fe, you saw the graphic, Santa Fe had put a lot of emphasis on their pitching staff this season. A lot of bullpen help. They need the bullpen help. They've got some pretty solid starters in that front part of the rotation with Sixto Sanchez and Jimmy Polanski, the custom prospect. And out here in Santa Fe Yard, this is the new stadium for Santa Fe, created by a community member. And they're going to need it. They're going to need to make sure that this pitching staff is full go. Because by the time that this game ends, I think you guys might kind of see where I'm going with this. Look at how fast this thing went out. 390 feet. Yeah, 390 with over 100-mile-an-hour exit velo for Nick Solak. It's a 2-run shot, and Minnesota's up 2-0 early against Sixto Sanchez and these Santa Fe Spirit. This seems like it's going to be a hitter's ballpark. It might be on par with Colorado at this point. We got a stolen base attempt here by Corbin Carroll after he got on with a double. He's going to steal third, and Papierski's not going to be able to gun him out there at third base. But we do have a single here. That's going to be an RBI single, scoring Corbin Carroll. Wilson Contreras gets the job done. And here's Angelo Ruth, a custom prospect. Won through a contest, a weekly contest. A little side note, if you guys want to play in the weekly contest, this week is locked. Next week will be opened up on Friday, so make sure you guys are tuning in on Wednesday for the podcast when the next weekly contest form is revealed for you guys to be participating and competing for a prospect. But Let's get back to the gameplay action here. We got a 2-1 game. Nice little base knock there. It's a double. Here's Gigliotti. That's going to be a little looper right in front of the left fielder, Brent Rooker, and they're going to fire back to second base instead of going home. I mean, I can't really fault him for that. That's going to score the run. That's Joe Mauer scoring, but I can't really fault him. I think that they made the right call. Here's a ground ball from Arozarena, back to first, over to second, back to first again, and that's going to be a double play here for Santa Fe. Let's go to the top of the fourth inning as Solak's going to strike out, and Sixto's now got 4, and make it 5 against the custom player Hannibal Lobo. Year 1 draft pick. 5th strikeout for Sanchez. So top of the fourth, we get a ground ball. That inning's over. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. Odorizzi still pitching all right. He's going to get Contreras. Angelo Ruth steps up. Base hit. So congratulations are in order, man. We're getting a ton of these rookies. A lot of these first-year players in the GGBL getting their first hit. I love to see it. I love to see those custom players do well and get off on the right foot. All right, so Patrick Wisdom. Fly ball out here to deep right. That's Connor Scott. Make the catch, and that's going to do it for Santa Fe's bottom of the fourth. Let's go to the bottom of the fifth. We got Tyler Nevin stepping up, and wow, huge home run. Nobody moved. None of the fielders took a look back. They just slunked, as the Grinch would say, slunked. But no, really, they pretty much sunk into the dirt in new Santa Fe yard because they knew it was absolutely just stroked out there to left field. My goodness. But it's a tie ball game, guys. 6th inning. And it's starting to get interesting now. We've got a base hit here. Here comes Randy Arozarena. 2-2 count in the 6th inning. He's going to strike out. Sixto gets his 6th strikeout. Mike Price, a year 1 custom prospect. Take a look at the gadgetry, man. Look at what's going on here. The technical moves by Minnesota. Running the hit and run to pull the second baseman away. And Mike Price shoots it into the hole. Take a look at this one more time. That's just technician baseball, man. I love to see it. Small ball-ish in such a hitter's ballpark. 3-2 count. Sixto gets his 7th strikeout against Hannibal Lobo. So Minnesota only going to get the 1. It is 4-3. But look at this. Minnesota's outfielders were playing Wilson Contreras in. When will you ever see that? Hitter's ballpark, GGBL action, major league hitter, you got to play him deep. I know you're trying to take the wall away, or take the wall into consideration. That's why you're playing a little bit short in right field, but man, he's going to hit this over the wall. That's going to be a home run for Wilson. It is now tied 4-4, and take a look at Angelo Ruth this time. He's going to get another knock. That one's off the wall, so it comes, there you go. It's a perfect example. The wall comes into play, and that's why you play short, I guess, out there in right, but not that it mattered on that Wilson Contreras home run, right? I mean, that was gone anyway. Jake Odorizzi steps out. He's done for the day. We've got Spencer Howard coming on, and then we've got a deep fly ball here to left field, and Arozarena giving chase. He's not going to get this one, and they are going to hold up the runner at third. Probably a smart call. Bottom 6, 4-4 game with nobody down. Patrick Wisdom steps up, and he's going to send this as a single, and we've got 2 runners possibly coming home. The tag is late. Wow, it's 6-4 now, Santa Fe, and they are not going to stop. There's another base knock up the middle. They're going to keep this little mini rally going here. 6-4, nobody down, and here comes Bryson Stott against Spencer Howard. 1-2 count, and this one's up the middle. You got to get the throw off. Gigliotti puts everything he's got into it, and that is not going to be in time either. Wisdom scores. It's now 7-4 Santa Fe Spirits. Still, nobody down. Here is Nevin. He's going to take this pitch. It's a curveball, 12-6 variety, right down the outside part of the plates. You know, anything close with 2 strikes, you got to go. That's the rule, man. You got to go. Fly ball here to left field. Arozarena makes the catch, and then we've got another base knock here for Santa Fe. That's going to score at least 1. It will. It's now 8-4 Spirits. They've put on a clinic, a hitting clinic in this inning. Sam Gaviglio coming on to relieve Spencer Howard, and take a look at this. This thing's going to keep carrying and carrying and carrying, and Wilson Contreras is going to deliver another 2 RBI hit, but look, he gets in with a triple. 10-4, 2 out, 2 RBI, triple. And then Angelo Ruth comes up, gets his 3rd hit of the game. This is getting crazy. It's 11-4 now, guys. Here's Brent Rooker over the head of a Rosarena. There's no way he's catching this. It's going to keep carrying off the wall. Are they going to test it? Here comes Marco Luciano getting the throw off, and it's not in time. Safe is the call. Ruth slides in. It is 12-4. Oh my goodness, can they finally get an out here? Marco Luciano puts a stop to the bleeding here, man. Oh my goodness, let's go to the top of the 7th here. Let's see if Minnesota can make a comeback. Right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that's going to help, right? Marco Luciano, a trade piece, coming over from Carolina in last season's trade day. He's going to hit a home run here. His solo shot, Sixto's night is done, or day is done. Luis Garcia comes on, actually has some pretty decent numbers, but let's go to that top of 7th, and oh, Minnesota does have a little bit of something going here. It's a 2-2 count, and oh, it's off the wall. Rosarena absolutely obliterated that wall right there. That definitely had to leave a mark, but he slides in safely to second base, getting real aggressive with it. It is now 12-6 Santa Fe, and, you know, with 2 down, are they coming back? It's 6 runs. I mean, you know what? If Santa Fe can score that many, Minnesota definitely can. They got a really good offense here. And here's Hannibal Lobo looking for his first knock, and he's going to get it. First hit is a home run. Hannibal Lobo, congratulations. Everybody's getting their firsts here today. Yep, we see ya. We see ya. Don't run into the pole. Let's skip ahead to 1 out here. 2-2 count, and this is going to be, oh, a nice play by Bryson Stott just to knock it down, but runner will be safe there. Here comes Connor Scott delivering another base hit for Minnesota. Ooh, we've got runners rounding 3rd. Rounding 2nd comes Scott. Oh my goodness, he's going to test this throw. Coming in, he slides in safely. Another triple. An RBI triple, and then Joely Rodriguez got to come in. Some pretty solid numbers, 259 in GGBL play from last season. And they're going to sacrifice the run for the out. It is now 12-9. This is getting crazy. Minnesota has officially come back. But, you know, going into the top of the 9th, you gotta get more runs. You gotta tie the game up. But maybe Santa Fe's trying to look for some insurance. That's definitely what you need right now. But here is another triple. This is like triples wall out there, man. It's crazy. Maybe as like the spirit, we need to call that Trinity Wall. For 3 triples. Okay. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Okay. Tyrone Marcus comes in, the closer for Minnesota. He gets his first GGBL strikeout, and then we get a ground ball here. And Minnesota, they give up nothing. It's still 12-9. Top 9, Edwin Diaz, the big free agent acquisition, coming over to Santa Fe because they needed a ton of help, and a solo home run for Randy Arozarena. I'm getting a little scared, man. I'm getting a little scared. It's now 12-10. Edwin Diaz, yeah, it's starting to get a little shaky, man. Everybody's looking around like, what's just happening? And then, oh my God, Nick Solak, deep center field. That's gone as well. It's now 12-11. Could this actually be happening? This team was down 12-4 in the 7th inning. 6th or 7th inning at that point. This is nuts. This is crazy. This is crazy. Here's Bryson Stott. You got one job to do. He gets an out. Okay. All right. We're getting there. Tyler Clippard coming on. 189, 105 in GGBL. Pitched for the Seattle Emeralds last season. Was solid. He gets the 2nd out. So, okay, everything's looking good, right? Everything's looking good. Top 9, you only need 1 more out, man. 1 out, that's it. 1 more strike. Marco Luciano coming up. That's a ground ball. Bryson Stott. No, he bobbles it. He doesn't get the throw off. It's an error charged to Bryson Stott. Connor Scott comes up 2-2 count again, down to their last strike. Connor Scott delivers a double, could be another triple. Keon Broxton gets the throw off, and the run will score. It is tied 12-12 in the top of the 9th. This is insane. Oh my goodness. Clippard delivers to Papirski, A 2-run shot. It's now 14-12. Minnesota, they've taken the lead in the top of the 9th inning. Down to their last strike twice. Have all these runs scoring. Oh my God. It's like, what's happening right now? If you're Bryson Stott, dude, you have to feel like absolute crap. Absolute crap. Because now Keone Kelaw's coming on and your team's now down 2 runs. And this is going to do it, guys. That's it. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. Minnesota wins. 14-12 is your final score. Opening day in Santa Fe Yard was literally like playing like the yard. I mean, like backyard baseball. 20 hits for Minnesota, 15 for Santa Fe, 35 hits across the board, 26 runs. A lot of offense, man. A ton of offense. Take a look at what Minnesota did here. You know, Santa Fe scored 9 runs in the 6th, and Minnesota scored 10 in the 7th through the 9th, just to come back to get to this point and win the game. I was speechless watching this game live. It was the comeback of the century. I mean, it's just nuts. Everybody in Minnesota's lineup had multiple hits other than Hannibal Lobo, but you give the guy a break. He got his first major league home run, or his first GGBL home run. Tip of the cap to Minnesota, man. They earned that win for sure. Santa Fe side, you know, you feel for them because they're opening up their new stadium. They want their fans to feel like everything's going to change and turn the corner. They made a lot of moves to help the pitching staff, and, you know, the bullpen blew it. Bullpen blew it, and I just think that I think Santa Fe Yard is going to play heavy offensively. Now that could be a knee-jerk reaction because it's just one game, but we'll see what happens with Santa Fe. We'll keep monitoring that throughout this season. All right, let's take another look here at an AL West showdown. We had Santa Fe that we saw just now, and then now we're going to take a look at 2 AL West rivals, Oklahoma and Phoenix. We got Luke Weaver taking the mound here, a 1.36 whip and a 3+ ERA, so he's been a solid pitcher at the GGBL level. Got Jesse Winker lining out here to third baseman. That's Spencer Torkelson playing third, and Luke Weaver is out of the first inning. Let's go to the bottom of the first against Max Fried. Mookie Betts, ground ball. That's going to do it for the first inning, nothing across. This one's going to be a little bit faster of a highlight reel for this game simply because, well, that last game was like 15 minutes, okay? We literally were calling that game for 15 minutes, guys. It's just, we got to get through this one. Max Fried looking good here. We've got a couple strikeouts across the board for him. Hanberger was the guy that struck out. That's a custom player if you guys saw him. And then Luke Weaver in the top of the third. That's going to give chase out there in left, and that's gone. Home run here for Jose Siri. And Phoenix is now up on the board. Now, what's funny about Phoenix's offense is I actually called them out because I remember in the preview video and even in the Twitch streams, I was like, guys, their offense is not impressive at all. But right now, they are taking it to Luke Weaver. It's already 2 runs here at the top of the 4th inning. And Oklahoma's offense is really nowhere to be found against Max Fried. But here we got a double play opportunity, and that is going to convert. So they get it done. They get it done. Double play. Nice. Max Fried throwing a no-no at this point. Mookie Betts with 2 down. He is going to get a knock. That's the first one of the game for Oklahoma. That's going to be good for a double, a 2-out double here in the bottom of the 4th. You know, you're only down 2 runs, so you got to get something happening here. Hanberger, he's going to walk, take his slow, sweet time to get down to first base. Spencer Torkelson, big moment here for the year 1 pro, a 1-year pro. Can't get it done. Little pop-up here in the infield. Next batter for Phoenix, I believe that was Drew Mendoza or Stowers, is going to get a double, and that is going to score another run. It's going to be 3-0 here in the top of the 5th. They just keep scoring. That's all they're going to get. Let's go to the bottom 5, and we've got Lazaro Armenteros. Home run. Nice. All right, Oklahoma is going to get on the board. 3-1 game.
Your attention, please.
They're going to actually take out Luke Weaver at this point and send in Ryan Barucki in the top of the 6th. And Renato Nunez puts a charge into this thing. Let's see if Mookie's going to challenge. He's not. That's way gone. That's way out there. 4-1 Nunez and the Firebirds. it's like, what can you do, man? They just keep hitting the ball. I mean, they got 10 hits already to Oklahoma's 2. Like, they just can't stop them right now. And they're putting contact. They're putting good wood on the baseball. Like, this is going to be good enough to score the run. And it's now 5-1. Let's go bottom 6, and Max Fried is still out there. We got Han Berger stepping up. He's going to get a knock. Let's see if they're going to push this and try to get a run home. They will. Definitely the right call. It's now 5-2, and Berger comes through with his first GGBL hit, and it keeps the game a little bit closer. Melvin Adon up against Jesse Winker. He's going to walk. The bases loaded now. Renato Nunez coming up. Already a home run and a double in today's action. Here's a long fly ball deep to center field, and that is going to be gone. A grand slam for Nunez and the Firebirds. And it's over, man. It's over. What do you want me to say? It's done, guys. It's 9-2 in the top of the 7th inning. But then you're going to be like, Goldie, did you not learn? Minnesota can come back from down 8. These guys can do it too. We'll have to find out. We'll have to see. Drew Mendoza hits a solo home run to make it 10-2. And there you go. There's your spoiler. So game over. Game over. There's just no point in showing the rest. We're 26 minutes in. We've only got 3 games in. We got to get these games wrapped up here. But 13-7 is your final score. Yes. So Oklahoma did come back a little bit, but not enough. Not enough. So, you try to run through these things as fast as you can and include all the good parts. But there's, I already know the results, and they weren't coming back, guys. So game over for the Hawks. They lose on opening day. Luke Weaver was decent, 5 innings, a couple strikeouts, not a lot of runs against him, but, a lot of contact against Luke Weaver today. Let's head out to Franco Park. We're going to see the New York Pizzaz taking on the Atlanta Sting. Got Dustin May against Casey Mize, 2 young pitching prospects. I guess you'd still call them prospects, but here at the GGBL level, I guess you'd call them just good players. Just good players. Bendito Ramirez, first action that we've seen this player, the Patreon custom prospect, and he's going to line out to third base. And then we've got Dustin May striking out to the next batter, which I like to see. I like to see Dustin May actually do some things in this. He went 16-9 last season for Atlanta. Best pitcher for the Sting by far. Bryce Harper not going to be worthy of a throw, I guess. Luis Toribio probably could have had him out, but not going to go for it. And Dustin May going to strike out the next batter, Nicky Delmonico. That's going to do it for the Pizzaz in the top of the first. Let's go to the bottom first. We got LeCastro sending a deep drive to the left. Then we got Kyle Isbell or Nick Markakis. I didn't catch that name, but we do get a fly out here. Let's go next inning, top 2. Sam Travis going to strike out. Still top second. Will Wilson going to strike out. So Dustin May racking up the strikeouts early in this game. New catcher for New York, Randy Florentino with the Matt Carpenter batting stance. Delivers a gap shot here, and hopefully that door's closed. It looks like it is, but that's going to be a double for Randy Florentino, the new catcher for the Pizzaz. That's going to be his first GGBL hit. We'll see if they can actually get that run across, though. It is a leadoff double. Here comes Bendito Ramirez, and he takes this pitch deep to left, and uh-oh. Bendito Ramirez has arrived. I'm getting a little scared. This guy's going to be pretty good, man. I can tell you that. 75, a potential player. Now he's showing off some power at the leadoff spot. Yeah, Bendito is going to be a nice player for New York for quite some time. And you know what? The fans and the teammates, they love him. They love me some Bendito. That was a quote. So take that for what you will. Dustin May still striking people out, even though it is 2-0 New York. And then we've got a deep bomb out here to right. Yeah, that's Nicky Delmonico again. He's just a player, man. At the GGBL level, he's just good. And I think, there's just no point anymore in just being amazed by it. Trying to convince you guys that he's good in this league, because he is. I think we just need to accept it by now. Here's a nice play by Will Wilson at shortstop, making a dive, and could New York avoid getting scored on? We'll find out. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Here's Will Wilson making a nice little jump throw, but Hyun-Soo Kim is going to leg this one out, and Atlanta finally gets their first run up on the board. Good hustle play by Hyun-Soo Kim. Bryce Harper, we got to possibly change his number 45. I hate that MLB The Show does this. Every off season or every trade that you do, something happens, they start changing numbers on guys. It's just really annoying, but we do have Nicky Delmonico coming through yet again. Another RBI for him. It's unreal at this point. The guy just continues to produce, but Dustin May will get knocked out of the game. And now we got Danny Salazar coming in the top of the 5th, and he's going to walk Sam Travis with the bases loaded now. And Evan Longoria, broken bat. Here comes a play. Derek Dietrich. Whoa! Whoa! Good little hook up there. Dietrich with the bat flying around is going to behind the back flip and then over the head. I'm going to say over the head, even though it was through the head. But over the head of Danny Salazar to make the play. That's crazy. I love to see flashy plays from Atlanta. They definitely need it. They need something to cheer about. Sam Huff is going to try to do his best to do that. Give the fans something to cheer about. It's going to be a solo home run. That's going to get Atlanta kind of back into the game, man. 4-2. You got Isbell with a walk now. 2 runners on for LeCastro, and he's going to pop up to Bendito. A little fly out there. Pretty weak fly out. That's going to get the first out of the 5th. And Casey Mize is starting to feel the pressure a little bit. You got Tyner Falefa with a single to right. Harper with the strong throw. That could have saved a run here, but now you got a situation on your hands. You got Nick Markakis going to strike out. Dude, you got to get the bat off. You got to get the bat off your shoulder, man. Here comes Derek Dietrich with a clutch situation, and he cannot come through. That's a fly ball to Bendito, and Atlanta cannot clutch up. So New York gets out of a crucial situation. They're going to get out of another crucial situation as Casey Mize's night is done and Cole Hamels comes on. He loads the bases, by the way. Cole Hamels loads the bases, and Atlanta has another opportunity, but they can't cash in. Bottom 9, we're skipping ahead here to Trevor May. Trevor May is now the closer after Tommy Hunter went elsewhere through free agency. And he's going to walk the first batter he faces. And then we got a single here. And now Atlanta's in business yet again. So this nitty-gritty, tough team in Atlanta, they're trying to grind out a victory here. Here comes Tim LeCastro, fly ball deep to right. And that is Bryce Harper making a nice play out there. We've seen a couple times in this league, Bryce Harper out and right has been kind of an adventure, but 3-2 count in bottom 9. Tyner Falefa going to swing and a miss. You got to come through with a fly ball or something. Be a better, smarter hitter, but it can't come through there. Full count to Nick Markakis. Anything could have happened here, but that's a ground ball, and Atlanta will lose to the GGBL runner-ups, the American League champions, the All-Star League champions. I'm going to keep referring to it as that, so then we can kind of define the divisions for everybody out there, for the audience, right? AL, All-Stars, NL, Naturals League, you get it. You get it. But New York, good win, man. It's a good win. Atlanta's a scrappy little team. They're not super talented this season. They weren't talented in year number 1. I mean, you can see the lineup there. But, you know, they have some pieces, and, you know, they're gonna compete. They're gonna compete every time you get them at home. They're gonna be a team that's tough. But New York, you could take that game and think that you're going to be a little worried about them. I would not be worried about them. I think that they showed the flashes that we saw with their playoff run. But, you know, Atlanta had some strong fight in them. Probably could have been worse for New York had they just cashed in on some of those opportunities. All right, let's go out here to Philadelphia, the new stadium that you guys voted on. Thank you to Kasabe for creating this stadium. He actually created this stadium back in year number 1. But because we were already in the season, I couldn't go ahead and use it for Philadelphia. But so we're busting it out here. You guys voted on it. Luckily, if you didn't vote on it, I probably would have done it anyway. But anyway, Philadelphia breaking out their new digs in front of their fans. You got Flight Field out here with the plane out there in center field. I love the touch. I love the fact that the grass kind of matches the jerseys as best as you can. It's just a cool looking stadium, man. So I'm excited about it. Let's get into the action here. We got bottom 2, and this is a deep drive out to left field, but Gordon Rosens makes a really nice catch at the warning track at the wall. Made a little bit of a jump. Didn't have to get too high up. We see Tyler Anderson just really trusting his outfielders out here, man. We got really nice defensive plays out here in the outfield for Philadelphia. Can we get another one? That's not going to be caught. That could have been, but Javon Brown, the custom player, he's going to get on with a double here in the top of the 2nd inning. Here comes Mark Cana, the new free agent acquisition, and he's going to strike out looking. Tyler Anderson, the former MLB player, coming over to Philadelphia for the big payday probably, is pitching not too bad. But let's go to the top of the 3rd here. We do have the first run of the game is going to score for Miami. It goes Miami's way. Rosen's made a really nice throw. Good job to not cut it off. It's 1-0 Miami. Let's go to the bottom fourth. We got Kyle Seager returning to Philadelphia from after a trade to Dallas. Dallas tried to make a push in the playoffs. Ended up losing Seager in free agency. He comes back to Philadelphia and he hits a home run. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You can't write it any better, man. 2-1. Gives him the lead. Xavier Hawkins going to strike out. Custom player, Xavier Hawkins. Second strikeout for Tyler Anderson, and Dallas Keuchel on the other side is going to get Gordon Rosen's the custom player. And now in the top of the 6th inning, we got Ryan Healy coming up, and he is going to get this one over the wall. Finally, somebody has some extra power to give. A lot of these outfielders here for Philadelphia have been catching everything in sight. Miami's a good hitting team. They've been hitting the cover out the ball. Just don't have anything to show for it, but Healy finally gets it over the wall to tie the game up. Take a look at this play, though, by Luis Aviles Jr. That is a nice defensive play at shortstop, man. And, you know, defense has been so good in today's game. Ground ball right past Michael Brasso at third base, and now in the bottom of the 6th inning, we have Philadelphia threatening. Here's a line drive back to second. Tovar to Xavier Hawkins, but he can't get the throw off with much power behind it, and that is going to give Philadelphia runners on the corners. Now we have a situation where Julio Rodriguez got to make a nice throw here to home, and that is going to score the runner. Safe is the call. Philadelphia is now up 3-2. That's all they're going to get there. Let's go to the top of the 7th, and Manuel Linares with a great defensive play there. What a play by the custom second baseman. Take a look one more time. Oh, baby. You got to have it. Nice little throw from the knees. Let's go to the top of the 9th, and that is going to do it. Emmanuel Clase shuts the door, and Philadelphia gets a win in their new hometown stadium. Love it. Love it. Flight Field opens up with a win. Unfortunately for Santa Fe, they opened up with a loss. just how this stuff goes, right? But Miami, you know, the middle of the order did everything. The shoulders of the offense, the 1 through 3, 6 through 9, didn't do much. 4-5 did, maybe 6, maybe it was 7, 8, 9 actually. But either way, guys, Philadelphia shut him down. Anderson only gave up 4 hits, had 2 strikeouts. He pitched great, all things considered, for opening day. And now we're going to go out to another NL East team. So we talked about the flight. Now we're going to go with the Good Boys and the Carolina Blue Sox, the GGBL champion Carolina Blue Sox. This is going to be a very tough game for us, for sure. This is the champions of last season against the New York Pizzaz. Those are guys that are just tuning in that are new to this series, kind of know the history. Now, if you need to know the history again, opening day, we matched up with Carolina, and we kind of have a little bit of a rivalry going, not just because it's natural, you know, it's a natural league rivalry that goes on between these two teams, but we went 24 innings in opening day at Renway Field, which would be the hometown stadium of Carolina. And the Good Boys, you know, hopefully we get the offense going here today. I don't want any more of those extra innings, you know, basically playing 2.5 games of MLB The Show. We don't want that. So Richmond, we're finally out here in Fetchman's Field, opening day at Fetchman's Field. We did not get a lot of gameplay here at Fetchman's last season, so it's really cool to get some gameplay here for you guys against a good team, a good matchup with Carolina. So far, so good for both teams pitching-wise, limiting the damage. Daniel Lynch is pitching well. And then take a look at this. David Wright on the corner, on the line. What a throw! David Wright, baby, get up! In foul territory, no less, man. Take a look at this throw. Old man David Wright making the perfect throw over there to first base for Matt Olson to stretch through. We've got custom prospect here, Michael Ruth, with the hot shot ground ball to Seiko. Ichiman makes the nice throw. Almost got him, really, but you know what? Ruth with his first hit, he's going to take it. Seiko's a good shortstop. You know, you're going to take that off of a good shortstop too. You know, he could have had him. But here's a double play ball. Oh, no! The throw is off. Throw is wide, coming from Luis Arias at second. And that is going to give David Wright the opportunity to lift this thing out of the ballpark. That's a 2-run shot, baby. Look at the exit velocity real quick. 97.8. So the thing was barely traveling. I mean, 97 is pretty quick, but man, just get it up in the air. It had 17-mile-an-hour winds blowing out today, guys. So opening day was pretty gusty out here in Richmond, Virginia. All right, let's go to the third inning. We've got Joey Bart throwing out Pedro Leon, and then we got Seiko striking out. Kyle Lewis comes up in the bottom of the third inning. 0-1 count. Take a look again at the PCI. 17-mile-an-hour wind. Just get it up in the air. Kyle Lewis with even less exit velocity than David Wright. 96 miles an hour. Just take a look at this looping swing, man. Uppercut. Major league uppercut right there. 2 down on the top of the fourth. Darius Wilson. Nice play there by Daniel Lynch just to let it go. Let your shortstop take care of it. It's going to get Juan Soto for the final out in the fourth. Joshua Torra steps up. Another custom prospect. And he is going to fly out. And then we get caught in no man's land. Michael Ruth was on base here, and he's going to get picked off. It's unfortunate. We were trying to get a stolen base. Ruth's got some speed, but that's unfortunate. We should have had that, definitely. But here's Joshua Torres, got an opportunity here out in the field. He's going to make this running catch. That's a tough one, man. That's a real tough one. As I said, the wind is blowing out with some ferocity here. It's pretty ferocious, but that's a great play. It's a great play. I mean, what else can I say, man? Great play out there by Josho. Top 6, and we've got Darius Wilson giving chase. He's in the outfield grass, throws off pallets. What a throw! What a throw by D. Wilson in the top of the 6th inning. If you guys are keeping track here, I'm not going to say it to you, but there's something magical happening here on opening day, and, you know, every one of those needs a great defensive play. Absolutely insane play by Darius Wilson. Now, after a walk, Pedro Leon is going to steal second base here. So remember, Joey Bart had him the first time. He doesn't get him the second time. But here's Michael Ruth out there and right. He makes the catch. Runner will tag up to third. Now, in a 3-1 game, 3-0 game, could it turn into 3-1 without them getting a hit? Right? We don't want any errors. Make the play here at second. Okay. We're out of the inning. Still, nothing doing here for Carolina. Could it happen? Is it going to happen? Kyle Lewis. Gonna get a double. It's a 1-out double. We need more runs. We need more runs. Even if the no-hitter doesn't happen. Even if it doesn't happen. We just need more runs. Michael Ruth, though, steps up. Tried to wait as long as he could against the JT Shargoy curveball and can't handle it. We got Greg Allen striking out here. Nice pitch by Daniel Lynch. Here comes Juan Soto. This is the biggest hitter of the game right here. Top 7, Juan Soto, 1-1 count. This has really been magical pitching here from Daniel Lynch. He's going to try the slider outside and low, and it just caught too much of the middle part of the plate. That's a base hit for Soto. Joshua Torra throws this thing into second base, but if you look at it one more time, guys, everybody was playing the shift. We've gotten Soto out twice here today playing the shift. And we play the shift yet again. Lynch throws this thing a little bit too much out. And he just serves it. Just serves it out there when nobody's at. And that's going to take away the no-no. So, unfortunately for Daniel Lynch, a very masterful performance out here today. But now we got a job to do. We got a runner on second base. We got to get this this heavy-hitting Blue Sox lineup out of the 7th. And we do. Looks like we're going to. Catch will be made by Kyle Lewis, and we're going to head to the top of the 8th. Let's see if Ijaz Piasfiu is going to come on and get the job done. So Lynch's day is done. 4 strikeouts, 1 hit given up against him. And Piasfiu going to strike out Jorge Alfaro. Nice pitch. Heavy heater, high and inside. Little ground ball back up the middle. And whoa. We're trying to take control of the pitcher to try to get the ground ball, but Kyle Lewis throws this thing to second on a dot. And Pedro Leon is going to be thrown out at second base. Now, next up is Yaro Munoz. Long fly ball out there to left. Again, the wind is playing a factor here. Pedro Leon can't make the catch, and Munoz is going to get a 2-out triple. And that sends up Kyle Lewis, and it's a low fastball. Perfect. And with the wind in play, that is gone. Big time 2-run shot. Kyle Lewis. You love to see it, man. It's 5-0 over the Blue Sox here today. What a dominating performance. And we'll take one more look here because I want to show you something real quick. Justin Grimm was the pitcher. Take a look at this. He doesn't like the fact that he stood him up a little bit. He kicks the dirt at Kyle Lewis. This rivalry is starting to become a little heated, and I love it. For storyline purposes, I love it. So Pizzaz is still out there, top 9, and that's going to be a base knock up the middle. Kyle Lewis just going to say, oh, we'll concede the run. I'm not going to challenge. Let's just throw it into third base here, cut the runner off. Seth Mejias-Breen coming up, and Tora is going to misplay the baseball. He had enough recovery speed to get back there, but he came in on the ball first. When your first step should always be back, and that's going to score 2 runs, guys. Are we going to go to extra innings? God, please no. Neo Zamora, get the job done, dude. The big Jamaican lefty, dude. Come on, let's do it. And we do. So he throws a high and in fastball, and that's going to pop him up and pop him out in foul territory. Daniel Lynch gets the win. Richmond gets the win. 5-3 is your final score. We held Carolina to 5 hits, but, 3 runs are going to score in the 9th. So, as we talked about many different times in year 1, we've talked about it at nauseum. We talked about it at length. This Blue Sox team can hit the baseball. Was it a little bit of an anomaly? Maybe, possibly, that Richmond was able to shut these guys down here today. Hopefully that carries into the season, but I'm not counting on it. I wouldn't count on it if you guys are rooting against Carolina. I think their offense is really good. I think this is just kind of an outlier. It's one game. We'll see how the rest of it plays out. Let's head out to Dallas. We got 2 games left. We got this one, then we got LA and San Francisco, and then we're done, guys. 13 more minutes. You can do it. You can do it. Hang in there. Hang strong. We'll have timestamps if you guys want to jump around in the video, but either way, man, we're almost there. Dallas Hatters. 1st in ERA, 1st in walks allowed, 8th in home runs allowed in the GGBL. When you got Jacob deGrom, you're going to be all right. But take a look at the win-loss record. At 12-9 last season, Jacob deGrom, for whatever reason, every time that we saw him in gameplay, he would struggle. So I'm looking for New Orleans to actually put the heat on Dallas. He starts the game off with a walk. Senzel tried to put the heat on Dallas back there as well, trying to steal, but he got caught. And after another walk, Mountcastle's going to get on, and he steals a base. So they're putting the pressure on Jacob deGrom here today. And then they're going to strike out. So Luigi Mazza, the custom player, the rookie, can't get it done against the veteran Jacob deGrom. I don't blame him. It's a tough go. It's a really tough draw for your first ever GGBL action. Everyone else gets like Sixto Sanchez, or they get Jake Odorizzi. You get Jacob deGrom, Luigi Mazza. Good luck. Go for it. He's going to get a double play ball here. He starts this thing. Ground ball hit to him. Starts that double play. 2 outs here for New Orleans. That's a nice play by Jesmel Valentine. And the inning is over for Dallas. Let's go to the top of the 2nd. We get a strikeout on Ryan O'Hearn. deGrom looks like Jacob deGrom again. That's all right. It's good. But we'll see how the rest of it goes. Now we're in the top of the 3rd, and he's going to walk the bases loaded. So deGrom, with nobody down, Tommy La Stella. Grand Salami. Wow. 399-foot blast off Jacob deGrom. It is 4-0 New Orleans. Luigi makes the play. Got a lot of... What's up with the Italian thing going on today? You got Luigi, you got La Stella, you got the Grand Salami. Like, my goodness, what's going on here today out in Stadion von Gio, which is German. Strike 3. Zach Wheeler pitching great at the top of the 5th. Here we are. Full count. Jacob deGrom again with about 83, I think that's 63 or 83 pitches in the 5th inning. And we got a ground rule double. I mean, it's just another bad opening day outing for Jacob deGrom. He had a bad one in year 1. He's having a stinker here in year number 2. What's changed? What's different? Jordan Lyles comes out in the top of the 5th, already 4-0 game, and this is going to be another ground rule double for New Orleans. And make it 5-0. Here's Luigi Mazza. Ground ball with 1 out. Joe Beck, the other custom shortstop, is going to throw him out. But that will get the run home. It is 6-0. You take that if you're Luigi. You know, you're a good hitter. You'll be all right. Bottom 9, we're going to jump all the way to the bottom 9th as we got Daniel Hudson walking in a run. That's Brandon Nimmo scoring. And Joe Beck is kind of driving a run. So what's up? What's up? Got a nice little RBI there, Joe Beck. But, you know, you had a chance. Dallas had a chance to get a grand slam, tie the game up, but, I mean, you're asking for a less than a % chance at that, I would believe. 6-2 is your final score. New Orleans gets it done on the road. Zach Wheeler coming over from the MLB, replacing Trevor Bauer. Gets it done, man. Gets it done. 3 strikeouts, 7 innings, 4 1/3 for Jacob deGrom. So it was a tale of 2 pitchers. One was efficient, and one was not. And that's your result. Okay, guys, let's get into the last game of GGBL Year 1 opening day action. Promise you, going forward, we're not going to have these long games like this, these long highlight reels. If it ever gets to that point, I will split it up into part 1s and part 2s. But I wanted to definitely get this one all in one video because we do have the podcast coming out on Wednesday. It'll be great, and I want to definitely talk about all things GGBL related that happened on opening day, like right there on Wednesday. So I can't do a part 1 on Monday or part 2 on Tuesday and then hope that everybody knows what's going on Wednesday. It's just kind of hard. So let's get into the action. Got a little bit of an explanation for you guys while we're doing the long video here today, but we got 2 down. Nice play at third, getting the tag, then the throw out at first. You got Connor Joe making a nice play. So Tomoyuki Sagano kind of struggling there in the first inning, and that will be a recurring theme. If you guys watch the stream, you know about it. And we'll see what Tyler Glasnow is going to be able to do here, and if Sagano can actually work through his struggles. Daniel Smith, by the way, getting the start at first base as a rookie. He's coming over as a contest winner or a patron. I believe a contest winner for Daniel Smith. Connor Joe strikes out, and Ronald Acuna Jr., his first time in an LA uniform. It's opening day, first game, first at bats. That was anticlimactic as crap. A pop-up to the catcher for Ronald Acuna. But, you know, it's Tyler Glasnow, too. So you got 2 major leaguers coming over. The top prized free agent acquisitions are going to come over and face off against each other, San Fran and LA. And Tyler Glasnow wins the battle. So he gets out of the inning. Let's go to the top of the second. Satchel Michaels draws a walk. Now you got Will Till. When a 2-2 count and nobody down is going to be a ground ball right over the bag. Castellanos is going to have to get the throw in here, but that's going to score the run. Can't get it quite in fast enough, and Will Till. Let's take one more look at this. He gets an RBI. You love to see it. Already 1 for 1 in the season, batting 1,000. The guy batted .209 last year. Definitely got to up the batting average this season. Janeel Rivera, by the way, we didn't take a look at the lineup. Janeel Rivera, a 2-way player, is out in center field today. He's taking over for Luis Basabe, who is on the bench today. So they did like the lefty on the righty. Janeel Rivera, the lefty against the righty Glasnow. But let's talk about Tomoyuki Sagano's struggles here, guys. It is 2-0. He walks in a run. Acuna Jr. giving chase. That's a tough spot to be out in the outfield, man. Playing outfield here in LA is tough. They got a building back there covering the sun. You guys can see just how much it's like covering the outfield. Like, it's really difficult out there in LA. But 2 down, 3-0 now. After that sac fly comes in, LA, they get out of it. And now we get to see Janeel Rivera against Tyler Glasnow, the 2-way player. What do we got? 3-1 count. Deep gap shot off the wall. I thought that was going to be a home run for Janeel, but it will be a double off Tyler Glasnow, one of the best pitchers in this league. And Janeel Rivera comes through with his first GGBL hit off Glasnow. That's really tough to do, man, and he did it with some power as well, so you love to see it. But he does advance Brody Jordan over to third base, and now Glasnow has to settle down and get it done. And Daniel Smith, man, what is there to say about Daniel Smith? He's got so much ability. He's such a pure hitter. He kind of reminds me, he's kind of like Edgar Martinez. Really, that's what I'm going to compare Daniel Smith to. I think Edgar Martinez is a perfect example. We got Connor Joe striking out, so LA is only going to get 2. So they are coming back a little bit, and then Brody Jordan is shutting the running game down. You love to see that. Tyler Glasnow, though, on the other end in the 4th, strikes out Nick Maton. He's going to get Carter Keyboom. So this back and forth between good pitching and good defense finally getting cleaned up here for both starting pitchers. And just as I say that, Janeel Rivera, you can see him take a little bit of a lackadaisical effort out there to the ball, and it's going to fall over his head. And you got to wonder if that shadow of that building is causing him some trouble out there. So we'll see. But top 5, 1 down. Christian Yelich, after a triple, is going to deliver a... Oh, it happened again. back-to-back. Nick Castellanos can't make the catch, and just look at the view here as a outfielder. That's difficult. That's really difficult. So you got the glare of the building, you got the shadows. Take a look at the baseball here, guys, for Janiel Rivera. Take a look. It's in the sun. Now it's in the shadows. Now it's back in the sun. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. That's really difficult to read, especially when the ball is coming off the bat at the professional level. It's a lot different than high school or rec or college. Like, these are pros. I mean, this thing's coming off with some heat. So I don't blame him for missing that baseball, man. But it's something that they probably got to fix here out in LA, or it's going to be continuing to be an issue for these guys out in the field. But here is Satchel Michaels getting on, and then we've got Jacob Nottingham getting a double. That's the catcher for San Francisco, getting a double here. Bottom seventh, Hunter Green comes on in. This is long, deep, and gone. Janiel Rivera. What? The home run. He had that double to the opposite side of the field. Remember the left field gap shot? This time he goes right field gap shot, pull side, and hits a home run. Janiel Rivera already got his first hit as a double, and then he gets his second hit as a home run. This two-way player might be the real deal, man. I love that swing. I'm going to call him Janiel the Viper Rivera. He's so silent, and then he strikes. He strikes with so much speed and momentum. I sound like Dr. Disrespect out here. But, guys, it is 6-3. San Francisco, after San Fran in the top of the eighth, is starting to get something cooking with offense a little bit, so trying to get that run back from Janiel's home run. They will intentionally walk Christian Yelich, and now it's up to Jimmy Cordero to shut these guys down with 2 outs. And here is Keston Hiura with a double. Is he going to get a double? Wow, they don't even throw the ball. Nick Maton, dude, you got to pay attention. But it doesn't come back to haunt him, which is a good thing. LA down 5. Hunter Green still out there, and he throws the fastball right by Ronald Acuna. Take a look one more time at this. Just blows it right by, and it was a ball. And 3-2 count. You're thinking he's going to go back there, but Acuna stays back, hits the curveball. Hunter Green tried to get cute with it, and Ronald Acuna Jr. will hit a home run. He gets another run back from San Francisco. It's now 8-4, top 9. If you're San Fran, you know that this LA team has a lot of good offensive pieces, so you got to get more runs. You need more runs. Will Till knows exactly what I'm talking about. Give me more runs. 2-run home run for Will Till, and set the bat down. That's my plate. You gotta love it. And take a look at this, by the way. Wow, Jimmy Cordero, he didn't like that. He didn't like that. So we got some rivalries brewing here. We got San Fran and LA, and Carolina and Richmond. Interesting developments here going on in the GGBL on opening day. Tempers are flaring. 10-4 game now, San Francisco, and they continue the hit parade. Here's Christian Yelich against Jimmy Gerber. Home run on the short wall out there in left, and Christian Yelich delivers a grand slam. They are putting an exclamation point on the road here against their rival LA, and this one, what was supposed to be an easy LA win, it wasn't. They got 21 hits today. 6 runs in the 9th, 3 runs in the 8th. That's nuts to me. It's crazy. Everybody had a hit other than Trace Thompson in the San Francisco lineup. And then for LA, we'll see their box score in just a moment, but Tyler Glasnow had 9 strikeouts in 5 1/3. He threw a lot of pitches, though. That first inning, the second inning, third inning were kind of rough for him. Same thing for Sagano, but you know what? Tyler Glasnow just lasted a little bit longer. And that is going to do it, guys. That's going to do it for an amazing opening day across the GGBL for year number 2. Leave a like if you like this thing, guys. I will see you on Wednesday for the podcast at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be running the podcast live, and it's not going to be pre-recorded. It will be live. We'll have some guest appearances on. We'll have some people that are going to be talking about GGBL news. I'll have the league screen pulled up for you guys in the show, so we can talk about standings. We'll do a little simulation for the month of April. We'll preview the month of May. I'll let you guys know where you stood as far as the contest standings goes, who won a prospect for year 2, and then I'll preview with you guys the little fantasy section. We'll have a fantasy guru as well as part of our as part of our show to kind of go over with you the pick'em or the weekly contest as a preview, kind of help you guys with your picks, give some rationale as to why he's going that way. I think it's overall going to be an awesome podcast. So I'll be sure to see you guys here on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, leave a like if you like this thing, guys. I hope you enjoyed all the GGBL action, whether you tuned in just for the highlights or on Twitch when they were going live on Friday. So guys, I will see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching and peace.